Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways to test for narcissism. Okay, and just my little disclosure, just because someone has a hard time with 1 or 2 of these things doesn't make them a narcissist. But if you go down all 5 of these things and you find like this person is doing every single one of these things, more than likely they're minimally a toxic person. Okay, I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose people with narcissism, but you know, we know the traits, and if we start checking down the list, you know, you gotta call the kettle black, right? So let's go down my list. Number 1, I have say no. Now we all know in a perfect world, the narcissist supply is a yes person in their life, a fixer. Whatever the narcissist wants is their command. When the narcissist tells them to jump, they're like, how high? You know what I'm saying? So they like to find supply that will appease them. So if you meet someone and they have a hard time accepting the word no, I can't do that for you right now, or just no, period. Like not even a right now, like if you just completely say no to them and they have a hard time accepting that, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign, because a mature adult understands that they can't always have their way. And narcissists, they do have entitlement because they're so used to finding these supplies that will oblige them that, you know, they'll want to get away from things that don't. So that's a way to get rid of them actually as well, by you start saying no. Because then they can't get the supply, you know. All right, the next thing on my list is, do they take accountability, or are they full of blame and excuses? Now, most of the time we meet a narcissist, they usually come and they try to play off of our sympathy. They're going to give you this big sob story on how everybody in their life has treated them horrible. They might even start back with their parents, and that might actually be the case with the parents, you know. This is where their narcissism developed, more than likely, whoever was their primary caretaker. But moving forward, if they just have like excuses for why nothing has gone right in their life, and none of the excuses involve themselves or anything that's like self-reflective, well, you know what, I needed to work on this, or I could have done that, I made some bad decisions. But if it was always somebody else, the blame is always somebody else, red flag. The next thing I have on my list is, are they rushing the relationship process with you, and have they done it with others? Because usually they're telling you about this trail of relationships. They might meet you and have a woman that's still pregnant with their baby right now, or a baby that's 1 month old. So obviously they probably rushed those relationships, it didn't work out, and now they're jumping ship. So look for different patterns like this. Or, oh, my longest relationship has only been 6 months, and they're like in their 40s. They just constantly swapping people. So just look for, do they have long-term relationships, you know, healthy ones, because you can have dysfunctional ones that can go on for a very long time. All right. Also, how do they feel about appearance? Now, of course, with self-esteem, we all care, you know, somewhat about our image. We want to be clean, we want to be groomed. But does this narcissist go above and beyond to protect the way that they look to people? Observe that about them. That's something for you to observe, not so much to ask them. I mean, you can ask them questions, but to get the real answer for this one, observe the narcissist and their behaviors. Okay? Because appearance, of course, is very important to a narcissist, because they've invented this false self that they need everybody to bite the bait on and believe. So pay attention to that. The next thing I have on here is, do they take everything personal? As far as everything is like a personal attack. What you'll find is they're more than likely hypersensitive and insecure actually in doing this, hence the false persona. So pay attention. You say something to them and they just take it all the way into the left field, and they do this all the time. Or if you say no to them, they're taking it personal. I can't help you with that. You were busy. You had another obligation. Oh, I understand if you don't like me like that. Like, they always find everything is personal. The way someone looked at them, not getting them their way, is always something personal with them. And sometimes, yeah, you might not get something that's personal to you, but chances are, everything is not personal to you. But they tend to take everything personal. You couldn't make it over their house that day. Oh, you don't like me as much anymore. There's always an excuse of something of them taking it personal. Watch out for people like that. And actually, that's a highly manipulative way for a person to be. Because then they're banking on you saying, no, I do like you. You know what, I'm going to come. Or you know what, let me make it up to you. Like you're doing something wrong because you couldn't accommodate them 24/7, 365. Because that's exactly what a narcissist wants. That is a job, honey. For you men and women out there that are dealing with narcissists, or you got away, like, ain't you happy for the break? Okay. Because it's a job. They really want someone to take care of them around the clock. And then everything that they want from you, they're not even giving it back. So it's quite interesting. And it's like, what? How dare you? It's interesting. But those are the 5 ways that you can begin to test someone for narcissism. So if you're on the fence about trying to figure this out with somebody, take some of those pointers and see if that person fits the mold there. Okay, so if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like button. You're always welcome to subscribe to my channel. I do actually upload videos quite frequently. And until next time, take care.